Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome to my basement where my television wants to play Pride and Prejudice. And we're not here for Pride and Prejudice. I am here finally getting the opportunity to watch the finale of the series Queen Charlotte, streaming out on Netflix. And I'm truly torn about how I feel about this series. Last episode, the storyline with Lady Danbury, how she is carrying on being a widow, the affair with Violet's papa, what? Even the scenes with Violet, and the themes and storylines of just because they're older doesn't mean that they don't deserve love, they don't deserve passion. All that was great, and I could have had an entire series of that and hopefully have been happy with it. The Charlotte and George, why I'm not connecting is because their story arc in episode 5 was pretty much the exact same as the story arc of episodes 3 and 4. George is off dealing with his mental illness and his treatment, not sharing with Charlotte. She's kept in the dark. She's isolated. She doesn't know where her place is. She has a talk with Lady Danbury, and then she decides, I'm the queen. I'm going to go get my husband. It was the same. There was nothing new with them. Why did they duplicate that arc? But we're here now for the finale. I don't know where we're wrapping this up. Yeah, I have, how, because we've seen them in Bridgerton, so we know how they end up, but how they end up and maybe not be where, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to watch. We'll just have to watch, don't we? So I have some water. I've got my blanket. I have all of you. Thank you so much for joining me for this adventure. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I've got more fun stuff coming. Got lots of season 2s dropping soon in the next couple months, and I want you there with me. Also, full episode watch along is available on Patreon. Would love to see you there as well. Okay, y'all, let's get to it. They're all just waiting for him to... Oh, it's the doctor. I thought he was escorted off the premises.
You told me that His Majesty required intensive private treatments.
I have been dismissed.
That is not possible. The king would not do such a thing.
It is not the king, Your Highness.
She did this?
As winter turns to spring, England wakes to welcome nature's abundance.
I am so pleased you decided to ask me to...
Oh, but she's dressed very wintry, and I love the fur.
I'm contemplating starting anew. I had a great love. I do not expect another. Yet I suppose my standards are high.
You have a right to high standards, Violet.
All of y'alls have a right to high standards.
Do I need more?
There is a bit of a chill in the air.
I shall ring for my police.
Oh, Violet, what are you going to find walking around the salon? What do you see?
Discoveries are everywhere. Sadly, the royal house remains infertile ground.
Has anyone created a baby yet? Is there any fruit to show for all of my efforts on your behalf?
Will His Majesty be joining us soon?
You may continue.
But they are gone?
Are you saying Her Majesty is not sitting for her portrait?
Well,
I see them. Do you not?
Will Queen Charlotte's relentless pursuit of a royal heir be the royal family's undoing?
For somebody who did not like being thought of as just a vessel for the family lineage, and she's treating her children that way, that's where the disconnect for me is coming from.
I should have come sooner. Do not fear. I shall remain by your
No.
side.
Charlotte, listen to my words. You should not have come. I do not want you. I want never to see you. Leave.
No, George.
Charlotte!
You cannot force me away. I will not go.
I command it! Go!
I will stay! I command it! I have heard that you wish I had not come, that you want me to go, that you do not want to see me.
Charlotte.
What I have not heard is that you do not love me. I have been suffering and alone and believing I am a failure as a wife and as your queen because you stay from me as though I am a disease.
Yeah, what was the plan? He was just going to stay and be tortured forever?
I'm trying to protect you.
Do you love me?
I cannot. Stop!
Is it because you do not believe that I could love you? I do. If you do not love me, all you have to say is that you do not love me, and I will go. I will go back to Buckingham House, and we can live our separate lives, and I will have this baby alone, and I will make do. You have to tell me that I am utterly alone in this world.
Because she has been.
Do you love me?
You do not wish a life with me for yourself. No one wishes that.
George, do you love me?
I love you! From the moment I saw you trying to go over the wall, I have loved you desperately. I cannot breathe when you are not near. I love you, Charlotte. My heart calls your name.
I could have had this last episode and then had other obstacles for them to overcome.
You bring the light.
Because she is Venus.
More solitude?
Yes. Your cloak makes a fine blanket, if you decide to have solitude on the ground.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
He was kind.
Mm-hmm.
He was joyful.
Mm-hmm. Although velvet on a... Oh no. I was going to say velvet on the ground will show dust and twigs, but why did he bring Violet?
What are you doing all the way out here?
Getting out of Mother's hair.
I wish that we might see one another again, but I understand how busy you are.
And how busy you are.
Oh, he's telling her goodbye.
I wanted to thank you for your kindness after my husband passed. Goodbye, Lord Ledger.
Goodbye, Lady Danbury.
All is well.
He has dismissed his doctor.
All is well.
So says the king.
He is the king.
You have laid eyes on him, spoken to him.
I am his mother. All is well. He is the king. The baby is well. All is well.
The more she says it, the more it's going to be true.
No, he is available for an address.
Of course.
Oh, no. Oh no.
This is,
We come on behalf of all of us, your children. Your baby race is cruel. Georgie is grieving. His daughter is dead.
I am well aware.
Yet you have shown him not one moment of real kindness. Do you know how many babies I have lost before they were ready to be born?
I did not.
No. Was she married?
You lost babies.
We have all lost.
You do not learn about us, you do not care for what we care for. Our happiness is not your goal.
Nonsense. As your mother...
You have never been a mother.
I have done all I could for you. I have been an excellent mother.
No. You have been our queen.
So what had happened? Or are we going to learn that?
George, you received a letter.
My mother is writing me.
Okay. Is he going to read it?
Did you want to say something, Reynolds?
Mm-hmm.
No, Your Majesty.
Speak.
His Majesty has good days and down days.
He is better, is he not?
For now.
He is better now.
All he needed was his wife and a routine and to get rid of that dreadful doctor. He is well.
All is well. All is well. Again, the more she says it, the more it comes true. These two in the barn. Like,
will it last?
No, it
will he
won't
stay as he
last.
is?
No.
Thank you for seeing me, Your Highness. I am so glad that you met Lord Danbury.
Did I? I know I met your son. Very handsome.
This is the game they're going to play. Mm-hmm.
Yes, my condolences. Losing a husband is inconvenient.
Especially in this time period.
Whether or not the great experiment will go on past this generation is something only His Majesty can determine.
I am sure I could expedite your answer.
She wants dirt.
If you have information that may be useful.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the matter of title inheritance shall be difficult to settle.
She wants you to spy, Agatha.
I cannot simply turn up at Q. She's with child. I cannot do anything that might cause her upset or worry.
She has enough of that as it is.
What does that mean?
What are the rumors you have heard, Coral?
Well, there is something amiss with the king.
Coral, that is gossip.
No, there is talk that the palace is in jeopardy.
But you are not one to gossip.
Never.
So, Agatha, how are you sustaining your household then if your husband frittered away all your funds?
You will tell the king that his mother is waiting. I do not understand.
The king is not receiving visitors at this time.
I am not a visitor.
Ooh, yeah.
The king does not wish to receive at this time.
You dare to speak for him?
I am his wife.
No, but I am your queen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you certainly have become comfortable.
You chose me well.
There is no room for illness or weakness. There is only power. He is not even trying, and you are allowing it. You cannot allow him to hide. His crown will not survive. He has a country. He has people. He must rule. The government is growing restless and suspicious. George must face Parliament.
Why y'all didn't realize you have to rule still?
This is on you now.
He's not a house husband.
He is yours.
Ooh, you gave up that quickly? She gave up that quickly. And this poor child is a child still.
How goes the day?
Your mother was here. I sent her away.
However,
we must away as well. The people need their king.
Mm-hmm.
I was a most extraordinary mother. I was a most extraordinary mother.
Everyone serves the king. We all care for His Majesty. Above all.
Not true. Brimsley, you care for me.
And I will continue to do so until my last days.
Brimsley, have you any family?
When would he have had time for family?
Did you never marry?
He's been with you 24/7.
Who could I ever find who would be free to spend a lifetime with me?
Now, why can't they just make their home at Kew full time? How far is that away from Parliament?
Found the experience to be without too much discomfort thus far.
It has not been without discomfort.
And the king, he must be full of excitement surrounding the coming of his heir.
Poking. Agatha's digging.
Tell me, what have I missed while I was away?
Well,
is there anything I can do?
Well,
this. Spending time with a friend helps. This is all I need.
Oh, look at you go.
And he says getting a baby out of me shall be quick and painless. You have babies. Does it hurt?
Mm-hmm. Having children is the worst pain imaginable.
I knew it. Wait, really?
It only hurts a little.
You told me that your garden did not bloom until after Lord Danbury died. What did you mean?
That is a change of topic.
Especially in public.
Was there ever anyone else for you?
I wanted to feel alive.
So there was someone after Lord Danbury.
I have loved and been loved, and that is all I shall say. I am discreet.
You were in love with the man after your husband.
Mm-hmm.
We are friends, are we not?
Are we? Are we going to be? Will we still be?
Did I ever tell you about the Queen's brother?
You and Queen Charlotte's brother?
There I saw a spark.
Surprise? Because I am discreet.
It is lovely to see you.
And you?
I wonder if I might call upon you. May I call?
I would like that. Coral, I have solved my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Adolphus, he would like to court me. I said yes, I shall marry him.
Oh, she thinks she's gonna marry him. Does she marry him?
I thought Lord Ledger.
Oh, look at you go!
Of Lord Ledger.
Mm-hmm. Who was married?
This is a speech to Parliament. I cannot do a fine job. I must be brilliant.
These are certainly the words of a brilliant man. And so are these.
Charlotte.
Perhaps you need a bit of distraction.
He is falling into a pattern that we've seen before.
This is important. It might be best if we left the distractions for another time.
George. Oh, the baby. It is coming.
Where is he? Why has he not arrived yet?
I was searching for you to tell you. The royal physician arrived moments ago. He is in with Her Majesty.
Oh gosh, all of Parliament is there?
Thank you for coming.
And where's
Your
the
Majesty,
doctor?
surely you are not entering that there is womanly work afoot.
Right. Yes.
You're the king, dude. You can do whatever you want.
Your Majesty, she's asking for you.
Lady Danbury's there.
Do you like being Archbishop of Canterbury? Do you believe you can remain Archbishop by defying the head of the Church of England? Move.
Your Majesty, the baby is breech, coming feet first. We have to await the natural evolution.
The evolution.
You have been here before, yes?
4 times, Your Majesty.
And what are your thoughts?
She's losing blood.
That is natural. All normal.
Too much, it seems, if I may.
It's all part of nothing to do.
Doctor, were we to leave all decisions to nature, surely you would... Charlotte! You are quite strong.
She had 15.
I had a horse. He was breeched in his mare. The stable hands, I've seen it too with sheep, with calves. There are ways to aid.
There are methods, yes. However, with a royal patient...
Prepare them.
The royal patient would prefer to let them die in horrible agony.
Is he healthy? Are there any signs?
He's a baby.
Mother.
He's just a baby.
I am only asking.
Because you're terrified.
Could he be anything but perfection?
Though, I suppose, with the baby, she is rather overwhelmed. Agatha? Agatha, are you all right?
Yes. I'm feeling a bit not myself.
I shall get the carriage.
Don't look over.
News.
Of Buckingham House?
I do not have news. Has there been a decision?
A decision about what?
Is my son to be Lord Danbury?
That is a decision only His Majesty can make.
I could not speak to the king or queen on such matters.
Such a shame. I could be so helpful. How unfortunate that you will not speak freely to me. Would it not be a shame for you to lose the very fine estate in which you now reside?
Oh, Agatha. You let her break you.
Hush. Stop it. Stop it. Pear brandy. Cease from crying this instant, please. When my dear husband died, I had to throw myself on the mercy of his father, the king, a cruel, evil man. There were no other options. So, I endured. I found a way to control my own fate.
Have you, though? How much have you controlled your fate? Because you are...
I do not like you.
She is on a hair's breadth of, like, at any moment.
However, you have been an admirable adversary thus far. Our battles bring me satisfaction. So this will not do. Cover your bruises and endure. Do not lose control of your fate, Agatha. How goes life at Buckingham House?
I believe that news depends on what is to become of my son's title, Your Highness.
Oh.
I've been waiting.
I was with the baby. Parliament will appreciate all of your thoughts. You are ready.
Oh, look at the dragonfly in her hair.
He is going to be brilliant.
Oh, of course, Your Majesty.
Is he going to make it to Parliament? They should not have sent him alone. He's going to dive out of the carriage, isn't he? And they didn't teach you any coping skills when you were being tortured, George? What do you do, Reynolds?
His Majesty could not get out of the carriage.
Well, what happened? What did you do? He seemed quite fine when he left
He was
here.
not fine.
Oh, you go, Reynolds! Tell her.
Your Majesty, forgive me, only he was not fine. He was not. That was merely hope.
George, where are you?
Is he under the bed? Oh, in his full suit.
George, dearest, can you come out for me?
You're gonna have to join him, Pumpkin.
The heavens, they cannot find me under here. I am hiding. They are thwarted under here.
George, all is well.
I'm no one's king.
You will do better next time.
No, there is no better. There is no cure. This is who I am. I would understand, and I would let you go.
George, I will not leave you.
Should. Only half. Half a man, half a king.
I love you. It is enough.
Okay.
I am your queen, and as long as I am so, I shall never leave your side. Together, we are whole.
But I did not tell you the truth of who I was before we wed.
You did tell me the truth. You said you were just George. That is who you are. Half king, half farmer, but always just George. That is all you need to be.
I made some headway with trade agreements. The British are an interesting lot. I do not speak of the ladies, of course. Agatha, my business is complete.
He has to go.
Would you consider returning home with me as my wife? I will not say words with hearts and flowers, because I know you are not a hearts and flowers woman.
She is. But she turns him down, right? Because she's still there.
I shall await your response.
Were you aware?
Of course I was aware. I am always aware.
So you are aware of this?
What do we talk about?
They are throwing a ball to introduce the new prince.
A ball? Ah, yes, that.
Nice cover.
I was made aware.
You have lost control.
He is in fine form.
So says his doctor.
I have control. The crown is safe.
Her Majesty has invited the world.
The way she just constantly repeats these affirmations.
This ball is his first social appearance. The king must be the king.
It's not his first. He was at the Danbury ball. Maybe the queen should write to Charlotte. Or not the queen. The princess. Dowager princess should be writing to Charlotte or Reynolds saying this needs to be presented to George. Oh, look at those macarons. Gold macarons.
They're not the correct colour palette. Oh, did you choose the colour palette? Because I believe this is the Queen's choice.
It is His Majesty's ball.
She is the hostess.
He is the king.
She is the Queen.
The sculptures are also in the wrong position.
Walking away.
He is quite a handsome man.
Yes.
You do not look thrilled at all, Agatha. Her hair pieces.
A portrait for which I did not even sit. I'm an insertion.
It is still us.
Look at you. You are Rachel.
That looks beautiful.
She behaves like a street urchin. She will humiliate us.
She is perfect.
I told you she's not yet ready to be out in society.
But she's at this party.
Oh, look, there's Lady Danbury. Hello.
Oh, he was saved. That was a fortuitous horn blow.
Their Majesties, the King and Queen.
So the last time a lot of them saw the King and Queen were at the Danburys, and then before that, their wedding.
George, do you not feel any nerves?
Wait, do I not seem quite fine?
You are hurting my hand. Now, let us smile and wave.
And that's it. And then you'll turn around and leave.
And let us dance.
They need to learn the...
Do not look at them. There is no one here but us.
I'm getting anxiety for him. Mm-hmm. PDA? PDA! In front of Parliament and everyone. Mm-hmm.
To your future king.
Are you seeing a look of genuine infection there, Princess Augusta, that you may not have felt before?
You dislike crowds as much as I do. Another way we're a match. I'm happy for her. It would be nice to be happy for myself as well.
You need to make a decision, 'cause he has to go back soon.
What would our life look like?
My province is the greatest place in the world. I would rule, of course, but you would have certain duties as well.
More children?
Most of the wives at court are older than you, but you will like them. And it is good that you are young. It means you can have more children. I will raise the Danbury children as my own. I will care for them as I do you.
But you need 15 kids.
But you will not miss home for long. There will be festivals and balls and charity.
Can she have children? Can she have children?
I cannot marry you. I cannot marry anyone. Problems. He would have rescued me. He would have listened to me and cared for me. Yet it does not change what I know to be true. I cannot marry you. I cannot marry anyone. I never want to be married again.
This is a terrible mistake you are making.
I would be tempted to tell him, I can't have children anymore, and that would maybe soften the blow some. But she's speaking her truth. She's speaking her truth.
I have only ever wanted him to be happy.
He is happy.
You make him happy.
Oh, if I wasn't so terrified of them getting caught, I would enjoy this way more. Oh. Oh, Brimsley. Oh, it's so sad what happened to Reynolds.
Apologies, sir. Her Majesty has visitors.
Who's visiting her? At night. Oh, they inserted him in the photo.
Edward!
Why is she wearing black?
We come bearing news.
Are you quite sure?
I waited for quite some time so there would be no doubt.
You will have your heir, Mother.
We hope. I don't know. Their luck isn't the best.
Mother?
Well done.
Victoria thinks it will be a girl.
A girl is wonderful. And a strong queen is just what this country needs. Thank you.
But the baby hasn't come yet. A lot could go wrong still. I'm afraid for them.
Lady Danbury.
Thank you so very much for the...
You refused my brother.
Oh, yes.
Of happiness, then break his heart at my ball.
Mm-hmm.
And someone in your position could find much worse options, could they not?
They could indeed. Please, accept my apology. Tell me what I might do in order to...
Adolphus will survive. What concerns me is what I am to do with you. The fact that you did not come to me with your concerns, your fears regarding your inheritance, your title, the fate of your family, of all the families recently titled.
I only didn't want to place my burdens on top of your own.
We are one crown. His weight is mine, and mine is his. I suggest you shift your fear into faith and come to us with your concerns directly.
So how did Charlotte hear about all of this?
Ah, indulge. For once, for me.
I'm afraid my sworn commitment to the welfare of the crown outweighs your order.
Finally, someone who will drink with me.
I will not.
You refuse me as well.
Oh, she's having a child.
I must not. For a while.
Charlotte.
Oh, Violet, Violet, Violet. Violet, Violet, Violet.
Sit over here. Oh, those are my birthday hats. I believe I may have told you about them.
Wow, she brought all of them out. She brought all of them out.
I suppose I am feeling sentimental. Look, these are the ones my father made.
You're packing them away?
Well, yes, it is a rather large collection. However, they are filled with memories. Ones that I do not want to let go of.
Violet. I believe you should leave the hats where they are. They are lovely.
I was wondering, why are we back at Q? Okay.
I'm quite capable of seeing him on my own.
At night. At night. Still painting on the walls.
George.
No, do not bother me. In the sky.
George, it is me. It is your Charlotte.
He just sees this woman out the corner of his eyes disappear under the bed.
Farmer George.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Come. Hide from the heavens with me.
Charlotte. Why, hello.
Hello, George. Our son, Edward. He has married and his wife is with child.
Edward is going to be a father.
Yes. Your line will live on.
What?
Our line.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fancy meeting you here. You did not go over the wall.
I did not go over the wall.
As I'm blotting the tears from my bosom. How do you launch into thoughts after that ending? I wish I had more of this earlier in the series. And I'm still missing how Charlotte went from this young Charlotte who was just, look, I'm your wife, I love you, we're going to be a team, we are the crown, we are going to lead, to this older Charlotte where her fixation was on just securing the line. And it's somewhat related, but it's not fitting like this for me. It's kind of feel like the puzzle piece looks like the same shape, but it's put in backwards just to make it fit, and it doesn't fit for me. That's what's jarring. And maybe if they had taken what they did in episodes 3, 4, 5, and combined those into just to like 1 or 2 episodes, and then filled in a little bit more of that gap, it would make a bit more sense for me. And then the whole issue with Lady Danbury of how do I secure my line? How do I secure my line? Getting resolved with a conversation outside the care. How did Charlotte hear about this? How did Charlotte hear? Did we see? Did I miss it? If we had just a little more of a beat of how Charlotte heard, and then that, because it couldn't be resolved with a conversation. Yes, Lady Danbury should have initiated the conversation. So we had it. It just was weird. Just kind of dropped plunk, out of nowhere. All of Lady Danbury's issues are cured. Wow, okay. As I was watching this, though, reminded me a little bit of my mother, who I might have heard me mention has bipolar. It's bipolar. And she was saying to me last week, because my youngest is in college now, and first year, and experiencing anxiety, and how do you handle this anxiety and pressure in a new environment so you can keep functioning. And my mother was saying how when you're experiencing these episodes and you're trying to get help, the worst thing and the thing that you fear most of hearing is that you can't be cured. And so watching this with George saying, there's no cure. Hits a little different for me watching it and having seen people that I love go through it. So I guess I appreciate that it didn't end with George being cured, because even though we know this is based on real people, and in real life, he never was cured. I'm glad they did not Hollywoodize it or diminish the fact that, no, he was never cured. This was something he fought or had to manage in his life forever. Was it still a little disjointed and scenes placed in there because they had to be, not fill in the storyline? Like, oh, we're going to solve our problem with the king being the crown by throwing parties. I don't think that's what happened. Did they give us time to explore those options and storylines? No. So they did what they could with the time that was allowed. Yeah, I think for me personally, I would have rearranged some of the plots, tightened others, cut some all together. And for me, I think that would have been a little bit more, maybe not more enjoyable. It just would have made sense more. But the costumes, fabulous. Visually, it's stunning. It's so stunning. I want to attend tea in the Queen's Tea Solarium there, please. I would like to attend a party. Maybe not a rager. I love raves. I love dancing. I know some people's nightmare about hot, sweaty bodies and everybody's dancing, the music's pounding, the lights are flashing. I love that. But I would love to attend a party in their garden. It just looks fabulous. The actors are charming. There was just some things with plot. Plot was basically where I would want to tighten things up personally. But other than that, enjoyable, heart-wrenching. You could almost just watch that last episode and experience the whole thing you did through the whole series. But we do have season 3 of Bridgerton coming up. They've rearranged the book orders a little bit. Benedict's being pushed to the side. Colin and Penelope are being drawn forward. Yay, nay, I don't know what that could be, but I hope that I'm there with you and you're there with me when that adventure begins. And of course, we have lots more other shows coming up soon. Season 2s are dropping this winter, and I want you there with me. So please, as always, take care of yourselves. Remember your coping skills if you need them. Stretch your bodies, eat something. This is a reminder to go eat something if you haven't, and then come back and see the next video in the queue. So thanks again, y'all, and until next time.